Hey everybody, I think we're live on the internet, which is exciting. Welcome to Desis and Dragons. It's been a rough few minutes for us as we quickly adjust with a lot of different technical issues.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently,
I've got an echo.
I shall fix that. Give me a second.
Yeah.
Testing 1, 2, 3. That should have fixed my echo. There. Now I should be fine. Sorry about that.
Yeah. So
And my Alexa decided to start playing. Echo, quiet.
well, we're gonna get copyright strike immediately from that because of your Alexa.
Okay. Anyway,
Smooth.
Dungeon Master Chirag, do you want to take it away and introduce us back to the Broken 12, which we have been away for more than a month from?
Yeah, sure. Okay, but could someone explain to me first what this is? Like I've seen it, but it's been so long.
I think it's I think it's called.
I think it's a dice, but it's like it only has. It doesn't have 6 sides. There's more, but it's confusing.
It is confusing.
All right.
It's got a lot of numbers.
Hi, I'm Chirag Nani. I'm the Dungeon Master for Desis and Dragons. Trying to remember how to play D&D after a month away from it. I'm getting withdrawal symptoms, but we're back. We're playing. Everyone, the Broken 12. Well, those of us who could make it. Indrani was feeling a bit unwell, but we decided to power through on anyway.
Our cleric was unwell. That bodes well for this game.
It's fine. You know what? Yeah, you gotta take care of your cleric so they can take care of you.
Yeah. Totally how it works,
yes. But yes, welcome back to the Broken 12, our Eberron campaign. Let's start introducing to the person who takes care of us all in the tactical way, Mr. Shubham.
Hello, I'm Shubham. If you have not been keeping up with the Broken 12, you might have seen me on Cast Friendship, where we've been doing some fun interviews. And there'll be a new one popping up on Friday, so make sure to catch that. It's with the creator of Ark, which is an OSR-inspired TTRPG, the Filipina creator Momotos. And in this game, in Broken 12, I play a Warforged monk named Pewter. You can use any pronouns for him or them, and they have some projection issues that we're going to be slowly unpacking as this session unfolds, or many sessions unfold. They don't really like to take any blame because it's a difficult thing for them to sit with. So,
Additionally, the one who, even though we see me down a player, the one who is 2 characters in one. Tell us about yourself, Alika.
Yay, hello, I'm Alika. I play Medu Devadalis, a human Pokemon trainer. I mean, human beast heart. And with my trusty companion Cosmo, the Cerulean Chimera. I'm 2 in 1. Yeah, I can make the noises of Cosmo as well, but I haven't done it before.
Yes. Well, go on. Let's hear it now. You put up the challenge. What's the Cosmo noise? Oh, that's sweet.
That is a good noise. Nice. Good work.
It's very good. It's definitely good. Yeah.
I used to do column impressions. Cool, guys. I can handle this.
Nice.
Impressive. And normally we would have Indrani playing Talvar, our human ? A cleric with a fiery head and a fiery attitude. But currently there'll be a NPC. They'll be NPC'd by me, which any DMs in the audience, they know what it's like when they have to NPC a player. Like, yes, I am also in this scene. I can try and figure out how involved they're going to be in this scene. Like, I feel a bit unwell. I'm going to let you guys take point. But you're the lead. It's fine. It's fine.
Oh, well.
All right.
Yeah.
So, last time on the Broken 12, 5,000 years ago, our heroes are on a quest to gain all 12 of the towers, special talismans which come in various forms apparently, that they are all required to be repaired so that they can seal the power of a dangerous reality entering monster that wants to warp reality and is a threat to the entire continent, if not the world. Our heroes have managed to acquire 2 of the towers currently, and they're on their way to get the 3rd. However, they've decided they are currently taking a little bit of a detour towards the Shadow Marches, as they have discovered a few things about that they want a little help with. Mainly that Pewter, the lovable Warforged, has awoken with a heart that has been merged with dragon shards, Kyberian dragon shard, and is currently on a Morse code phone line with Tiamat, the draconic daughter of the demon Kyber, the demonic dragon daughter. Say that 3 times fast, of Kyber. And so they decided, let's speak to some people who might actually know how to do that. And when they heard, oh well, we don't like to use the term cultists, but there's a few cultists in the Shadow Marches who could probably help you, suggested by Henrietta's father. You decide, yeah, let's check it out. This guy's not too dodgy. I'm sure the rest of his family is not dodgy either. So you decide to go on. Let's head down that way. There were many routes you could have taken. You decide to go via Blackwater Lake, which is just like a simple straight road just down the plains as you guys are heading there with your new buddies / rides, Jerry 1 and Jerry 2. Two horrific abominations. Like the closest thing I can call them is a cross between Appa from Avatar The Last Airbender and that weird rolling centipede thing from Raya the Last Dragon.
Right.
Yeah. It's a mix of those things. And they are just two horrifically cursed goblin and kobold who are just, have been basically like, they were going to like serve many lifetime sentences. Instead, they're basically just going to serve, serve you guys. And if you guys complete the mission, they until you guys complete the mission or until death. So these guys are with you guys there. So they're pulling your thing along, and they're just there, reminding you how terrifying Drome can be. So maybe some of you are kind of glad to be leaving. Maybe some of you wanted to stay a bit longer. Who knows? But the quest compels you forward. Until you took a side quest distraction and be like, what are those ruins? Why are there all those skulls in the tower?
No. We didn't. It wasn't a collective decision. It
No.
was a dive into, unnecessary tangent that Talvar insisted we follow up on. And Pewter was like, this seems like a bad idea and a waste of our time. Let us not. And we then learned, while we were there, that our interference only made matters worse. And we scrambled to repair the damage that we could have avoided making if we had just not bothered.
Yeah.
I like how you pin this
Exactly.
on Talvar when Indrani is not here.
Talvar specifically said, hey, let's go check this out. And Pewter was like, no, let's just carry on. We can just carry on.
Yeah. And meanwhile, as they were trying to deal with, they came to this strange ruins where they couldn't see much, seemed completely empty aside from 9 creepy skulls placed on top of one another. Talvar destroyed one, and that caused the barrier that was like making it seem like nothing was there, but also containing all this dark energy, to start erupting as a bunch of strange shadow undead started crawling out. And you guys had to deal with that and try and fix the barrier as best you could until a couple of hobgoblins and hobgoblin dementor looking guys showed up, sword in on things, and said, what the heck is going on? One of whom his name you learned was Raul. Don't know if you learned the other one's name.
Was it Mirates?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Amazing.
You learned Meritez's name? Fair enough. I thought I managed to hide that from you, but no, you got Meritez as well. So yeah, Raul and Meritez, they're not fond of you for what you did, but how you managed to like make a barrier and like kind of sort of repaired the barrier. So it's like, okay, the problem stopped, but it's like they're not happy with you, and you were just like, well, let's hope we don't have to run into these guys again, because that would be very awkward. And then as you come into Blackwater Lake and just come in, like it's turning to night, and just like go over the crevice and see, that is a big gathering on Blackwater Lake, this pure dark lake, of a bunch of other cultists, a bunch of other like in the exact same outfit, all of them just like gathered around, see me talking. You could smell what smells like barbecue going on down there. And just like they're all like chatting, and there's like a bunch of these guys, and you can also see, and you feel that you can see in the distance the weird Dementor-like cloaks of the 2 hobgoblins from before coming this way. As you can see, all these guys are surrounded this side of the huge lake, and that's where we were a month ago, and now we are back. Yes. So, and with that, our heroes, we zoom back in. It is it is quite dark. It is the like long part. It is evening. It's about you're getting hungry at this point. It's getting close. It's getting close to when you would like stop for food. Food around now as all these like strange cloaked figures. Looks like a mixture of sizes. Most of them seem to be hobgoblins, but you're seeing like some that seem like quite short, either children or perhaps goblins, and a few that are just very tall, perhaps bugbear. Hard to say because they're quite tall, but they're all like wearing these like, big cloaks. It's just wandering around. You can see like small fires just like around the edges. That they're not big enough. They're not like a bonfire or a sacrifice. Not like big enough to put a person in, but they're like bonfires that these guys are they look like fires. These guys are there surrounding, pointing like seems to be like they're all like stabbing them. Looks like they're stabbing them with sticks, but they're like a bit far from you, so it's hard to say. And on the lake itself, you can see like this strange lake, this dark, shadowy lake. It's beautiful. Like it's like a beautiful black lake. Like what's it called? Like made of like it's almost like it's not like how silver is shiny. This is almost shiny, but there's no reflection of the moon. Like the moon and the stars are out. Well, three of the moons are out, but you don't see any reflection in this lake. There's no reflection
Oh,
of the moon or the stars in this lake. As you're just like looking at all of this, but yeah, just like people are going about. It doesn't seem, yeah, as you see, like weird road people just like walking up and down. You see on the lake though, one figure is on there in a boat, it's like a long boat. It's like almost like those ones that you'd get in Venice, like those like rowboats, but it's like the size, it's like much longer. It's the length of a Viking rowboat, but there's only seems to be one person there, and they just seem to be like in the middle of the lake, just like sitting, just like standing there. Another figure. Hard to make them out because they are quite far away. They have like a cloak, but it looks different from the other guys. It's like black, but with like these like different colored, like rainbow colored lines across their shoulders, almost like a soldier's like lapel.
Oh,
Not so,
okay.
but like this, yeah, almost like that on their shoulders, and they have this big stick, and they just seem to be like standing there, like not moving forward in either direction. And yeah, on the other side of the lake, you can't really see. It's right. The lake is very big. It's quite a long lake. If you wanted to go around, it would like take a couple of days. It's like that far. So you can't actually see much of what's on the other side. Uh, Maybe there's a town on the other side. Like you can see like little lights in the distance, a little bit of smoke. But again, it's a very long lake. So no, so no. Talvar looks at this like, wow. So this should be fine, right?
sure. I mean, look, it looks like they're having a camping party. Don't know why they're all wearing the same hoods though. Maybe it's like a group thing so that they
You
don't
think
get lost.
like maybe it's a traveling school group that just all has the same uniform? Are we
It was
being
like,
Pretty
optimistic, or is it more likely that they are just troublemakers?
little
no,
funky uniform for school.
no. It was like, I've never had a school uniform. Huh. What are field trips like?
I don't know, because I mean I'm 4 years old.
Oh, fair enough.
Well, I mean, they're kind of fun depending on where you go and who you go with.
These
It's
are
like
bugbears, right? Just to be
the ones you recognize are hobgoblins. There
oh, okay.
might be bugbears among them, but like
Okay.
hobgoblins are uh, about human size,
Yeah.
larger goblinoid species.
Got it.
Uh, yeah,
Got it.
with
Got it.
hair. You met, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So
Uh, Medu, what do you think we should do? Like, go introduce ourselves, or just try to like avoid them and swim across the lake? Because that's totally a thing we can do, right?
No, hang on here. We have Jerry 1 and 2 to look after as well.
Oh,
They can't
right.
swim.
Right.
Can
Can't they
you?
swim?
I asked Jerry 1 and 2, can
You
you
can't talk
swim?
to them. They don't speak common.
are you doing like they like say something to you, but you can't understand what they're saying? It's this strange, weird language of like that comes from a throat that was morphed and it was not designed to speak. Unless you're using a spell or something that allows you to communicate with beasts
I
and
mean,
monstrosities and aberrations.
I
Uh,
could do that, but I'm not going to waste it right now. I'll just say, hey, can you paw the ground once if you can swim or twice if you cannot?
they like stop. Jerry 1 like slams once, Jerry 2 slams twice, and then Jerry 1 slaps his head, and then he says like slaps 1.
Wait, that was very confusing. What?
You do an insight check.
Sure, I'll try to do that. That's gonna go well.
I understand animals. It's fine. They can swim. But
I
Jerry 2
rolled
is not
a
very confident.
16.
Yeah, it feels like Jerry 1's not scared. Jerry 1 is not afraid of swimming. I see like Jerry 1 says that they can, and Jerry 2, it feels like Jerry 2 can, but Jerry 2 is just a bit scared of the water. So maybe Jerry 2 is afraid of swimming, but like Jerry 1 is like saying no, it's fine. So it feels like they can swim. Just Jerry 2 must be scared of something. Jerry 2 is a bit of a wimp.
I feel a little bad for them. Ooh, I do have an idea though. Don't know if it'll work, but maybe we can help things out. Pewter, these guys are wearing the same cloaks as those hobgoblins we met before. Oh, wait a minute. Are those and I point to the sky where I think they're coming from?
They're coming from the same direction, and they are two figures in cloaks, so it would be very likely.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Wait, how they can hobgoblins can fly?
Not
Yeah,
normally.
magic.
Hobgoblins don't. Hobgoblins normally don't have wings.
Right.
So, but they're flying like full magic Dementor thing.
Right.
You've never heard of hobgoblins being able to fly, but yeah.
Right. And we are very much like easy to spot, right?
Well, you are like on the crevice. Like you haven't like drawn attention to yourself. You're kind of like overlooking all this is going on, so you can make yourself be seen.
Right.
But or you can like move to hide yourself. But you're getting to the point where like these guys might see you if you're looking, but it's also very dark, and there's like lots of bonfires and things that kind of draw
do you
the eye.
have like any
So
way of helping us hide?
I can make it easier for us to kind of like creep around, but it's like there's like a bunch of these guys like surrounding the lake. If we like bump into one of them, they'll notice. Like if we want to, we can hide creeping away, I guess.
Yeah.
Do we want to hide? How are we going to get across? Don't we need to rent a boat or something? I mean, maybe Cosmo and I can fly, but not everyone. I don't think he can do that many trips across.
It's true. Yeah. What if we just leave Talvar behind and to take care for Jerry 1 and Jerry 2, and you and I fly across, and Nogu can transform into something small, can't you, Nogu?
You want me to turn into a fish and swim across?
That sounds even better. Let's do that.
Wait, you want Henrietta then?
Yeah, Henrietta.
All right, I forgot about her.
I'm not going to let you leave behind Talvar.
We can't do that.
I know.
I'm getting into you.
I'm just saying we can come back for Talvar like on the second trip.
Oh boy.
Wait, so you're going to go there to what end? You still have to travel a bit to meet. You still have to travel a bit to meet my cousins to figure out what's wrong with you.
Right, you're right.
Just stay here surrounded by these hobgoblins.
I'm just still rattled. That's all.
Okay, hang on. We don't know that these people are going to be like mean to us just because the others weren't. They weren't particularly mean. They were just a little upset because we destroyed their monster binding.
Sure. So maybe we should just go introduce ourselves and play it straight.
Yeah. If things get real bad, we can skedaddle.
Yeah, we can try to steal a boat then instead of renting one.
Sure.
Okay. I'm okay with this. Fine.
Okay.
Straight and narrow from now on. That's the plan. From now on, we are on the straight and narrow.
Okay. Do you guys want? Yeah. Do you guys all want to go down together? Do you want to like leave someone behind to stay with the
that
Jerry
sounds
1
like
and Jerry 2?
Hint. Let's take that hint. Yes. Let's. Nogu, why don't you stay with Jerry 1 and Jerry 2? Maybe Henrietta can keep watch. And that means that wait. Nogu, you come with us. Talvar and Henrietta, I imagine you two want to hang out a bit more. You two can...
They look shyly away from each other. What?
Yeah, you guys hang out with Jerry 1 and Jerry 2. Medu, Nogu, and I will go down and say hi.
Yeah.
Right.
Unless you want to play rock, paper, scissors for it.
Or as Henrietta was saying, fireball... Counterspell? I can't remember.
Yeah, Talvar says like, no, I'm terrible at that game. I always pick scissors.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Nogu's just say, okay, do you want me to do the stealthy thing, or are we just walking openly?
Now let's just walk over. You keep your spells in reserve. I've got Cosmo with me too, so if we really need to go, we can hot-foot it out of there. So don't worry about it. Just keep your spells in check. Let's not make any overly sudden or aggressive moves.
Mm-hmm. Sure. Okay.
Okay. Let's then speak to someone who looks important, or like the team leader of this place.
Cool.
Gotta be somebody.
Do
Maybe
you
they
want
have a
to?
little flag.
Do you want to like scout the place first to see like there's the guy and beeline, or do you want to just like cruise into the party, like make some friends, find out like talking and put on the best impression to find like the best guy?
Yuta, what are you better at?
Wait. What are my options again? Best
Like,
guy?
do you want to just like scout and see if like there's the leader and try and like just beeline
Sure.
for that person, or do you want to
Sure.
just like
I will
go
use
down and
my
like
my
chat and talk?
experience. Go around and chat. That's going to lead to more trouble, if anything. I should definitely scout from a distance. I don't know about Medu, but my personality does not seem to invoke a lot of friendliness amongst people.
I
So,
was like, I always thought you were friendly.
well, you're the exception, aren't you? You're like
And didn't you like have a whole fan club?
yeah, but they were the kobolds. These are hobgoblins. A very different group of people.
Eh, well, okay, we'll do it your way. Let's just go and find like the
Wait.
person in charge
All
and
right,
just
so
ask them.
I'm gonna
"Hey, you
assess the
can
situation. I'm
help
gonna
us."
see. Okay, there's usually two ways this can happen.
Yeah.
If it's a military defensive position, then they might hide their leader, like because they don't want them out in the wild, easy to kill. But if it's like a general camp where there's just a normal leader, then yeah, sure, they'll look like they're in a fancy little spot by themselves, maybe with a few like important people around them. So I'm
That's
gonna
fair.
judge for either or.
Sure. So in that case, both of you can give me either perception or insight check. Like insight's like judging the crowd, like seeing how they react. Perception's like who's the one who stands out? Who's the one who
All
like
right,
looks a little?
rolled an
Wow,
18
let
on
me see my
insight.
stats. It's been a while.
It's been a
Uh,
while.
Nogu will give a help action to whichever you want to help to. But you gotta decide before you roll.
I already rolled,
I'll
so
I'll do perception.
go for it.
Okay. All right. So do you want Nogu or you don't want Nogu?
Yeah, Nobu, help me out here, buddy.
Nogu is a help action.
With his consent, I will pick him up and help do the turnaround to see if he can see anything from there.
Yeah. He makes his hands into binoculars.
Useful. Okay. Wow, I rolled the same thing on Nonagon Dice. But it was a pretty good number. So, dirty 20.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah. Apparently Nogu's binocular trick does work, as he like points out and says like, okay, yes. Okay, there's a couple of things. Okay, they're not poking the fire as I thought. They've got meat on them, and it's like, oh, they're cooking the meat on like it's like a camping thing. Okay, sorry, I'm just getting distracted by the food. I'm quite hungry. Yeah, there seems to be, and like he points out, seems to be like two around the side of the lake. He like points out there are like two figures that seem to be like having a little bit of a crowd around them. On the far left, there is a short, squat figure in like a cloak, but the cloak seems to have like a black, like a looks like some kind of rope, like a white rope around their hands. They're not like chained up, but it's like one hand does one hand does the other, and they seem to be like squatting down, like facing the lake, and they're just like kind of being like surrounded by like people. Like people are just like there, but almost like they're giving space. A lot of people who are there, they're like, oh, these are short. They're like, no, they're squat. They're like cross-legged. They're like sitting down, like watching this person. It doesn't seem like they're saying no, because like, I can't hear them say anything. They don't look like they're saying anything. Like the person's not even looking at them. He's looking towards the lake, but there seems like a gathering there on the left side. On the right, on the other hand, there's a quite tall figure. Looks to be like a hobgoblin. His hood is actually down, and you can see like he's got the long ponytail like tied up, and he is just like he's got two skewers in his hands, and he is just like
Okay.
he's like cheering, and he's like making a bit of like a party scene, and everyone else and like they're like it's like hard to hear, so we're like woo rah rah rah. And it's like and like it seems like they seem like doing either like revving themselves up, or they're like doing some kind of dance. You can't tell if it's like a ceremonial dance or they're just getting really drunk and raging. But this part, as they're just like going around on the far right, seems like much more of like a active party scene, as they're all like kind of moving in tune with this person who's like holding these like 2 meat skewers and just like challenging them around. He seems to have a red rope on his arms instead of like a white one. Red rope on one arm and red rope on the other. So he's just like whoa, whoa, whoa. And that's what he seems. He's very clear. He's about very clearly. You don't know what the squatting man is, because you can't see his face, but the one with the ponytail is clearly a hobgoblin, and it's like, okay, so those are the ones who kind of stand out. Besides the fact that Raoul and Veritas, but but they haven't arrived yet. They're coming. They'll be there in about 10 minutes.
10 minutes. Okay, that's a fair bit of time still. Medu, what do you think?
Well, one looks like they're conducting a seance, and the other looks like they're like party, yeah. So, up to you.
I can totally take on the party guy. The seance one is more Talvar's space, I imagine.
Well, okay. Also, Nogu's kind of hungry, and he seems to have food. So, should we just try out red rope?
Yeah, sounds good. Let's do it.
Okay, Nogu, it's that way. Let's go.
Woohoo! You're still carrying Nogu like that, or you're just putting him down?
I mean, it's up to him. If he wants to be carried, I'll carry him. If
No,
not,
Nogu's not going to complain one way or the other. If you keep him up, he's like, wee.
Cool.
But yeah,
On my shoulders,
Nice.
like a little kid.
Nice. Have you kept Cosmo in his capture ball?
Yes, he is in the Pokeball.
There we go.
Companion Sphere, TM, Nintendo, don't sue me.
Exactly. Yeah, it's not our fault. It's MCDM.
Yeah, sue them.
Definitely. No, don't. They make good stuff. So, you guys going down the right side. As you guys are like heading down, you immediately like people are like surprised to see you, because like you're not hobgoblins, and also one of you is made of metal. So you're not being stealthy like this. Like what? As you just kind of go, there's like a little confused while you're there. So there's like some immediate like kind of like suspicion. Give me what do you kind of like do as you're just trying to like, are you just trying to just like push past and like scare them to let you go past to the right? Are you just trying to like, you're trying to like smile at them so they're like there, or you trying to do like, I belong here, I know that guy. Like what are you doing to kind of like get through as you get through the crowd?
I will politely like give everyone respectful nods. Is there a hobgoblin salute greeting that I know? Not salute, greeting that I know?
History check.
Sure. History check. Give me that 10.
What's it called? When you were like fighting in the war, you have like some memories of like hobgoblins giving you gestures, but they were enemies and they were dying, so you don't think they were polite gestures. So you're like, some rude ones. You don't know if they're appropriate for this situation, but yeah, so you don't know what to. Yeah, so you can try them, but you don't feel that they're like the polite salutes.
All right. Yeah, you know what? I'll just stick with a polite hello, like hello, hi. Maybe like a cut finger thing.
Cool. And Maybe how are you getting through the crowd? Are you also doing finger guns, or
I'm not doing finger guns by any means, but I'll just be like, hello, okay, yes, excuse me, going to speak to him. Hello, yep.
Okay. In that case, let's just see if you're giving good vibes. Both of you give me persuasion checks. This will be like a group test. Let's just see. Which of you wants Nogu to help?
You do it, Madhu, because mine's not that great.
Oh, wait, this is perception, right?
Persuasion. This is just like
persuasion.
You're like trying to like have a good vibe.
My persuasion ain't good, but yeah, I'll give it a shot. Oh,
it's like really cool.
I rolled well. 18.
I did not realize
not bad. 18 is not bad at all. Yeah, you like go and you're not drawing a scene. You're not doing finger guns or anything. You're just like there, and they're just like, oh, okay. And like one person says something in like Goblin, and this is like, oh, okay. And it's like they're like they're not like parting the Red Sea or anything, just like letting you kind of go. But they're just like, no one's like causing you any real trouble. They are like giving the guy who keeps pointing fingers at them. They seem to be taking that the weird way. Some of them are like, and they like immediately start moving to weapon, and others like, and then you hear one say, it's a human thing. He's not armed, probably. He is a weapon. Hard to say. As they just but like no, they are like letting you guys pass, but you're not like quiet about it. You know, like so like when you actually get to the figure with the red robe, like they're like everyone who's there who's like making these dances and moves, they've stopped as they like turn to you in this circle. As you can see, like in the inner circle, there's like 8 of them who's just like standing there. Each of the 8 have got like only one red rope around their right arm. But then there's the big figure in the center who just like looking at you, holding his skewers, which you can see do have like big chunks of meat on them. And he's like glaring at you, and so you can see the smoke coming off them. And he just looks at you and just says, "Who are you? Why are you here?"
Hello. Yes. Don't mean to intrude, but we were looking for a bit of help. Since we've arrived here, we just kind of want to get across the lake without any trouble, and it seems like you know how things lie here. You look like the person in charge. We're just hoping to get a little bit of information and help, and not cause any trouble whatsoever.
Pewter's
may
just doing like a lot of signs on the side to
Oh
kind
my
of
god, he's throwing up gang signs.
no, like heart
yeah,
and
like heart symbol,
and like hey, like you're the person, and we're just here to be nice and all that kind of thing.
They like you see him like glance at the other people. Both of you give me insight checks.
Oh no.
Insight. Okay. That's not
Ooh, I like this dice. It rolls well.
12.
19.
12. He's like pointing to the other guys, and he's like encouraging. With a 19, he's like, you thought he was like a normal person might be like, oh, this person's snarling at me, but you with a 19, you recognize when you said you seem to be in charge, he got really happy. It's just like when somebody said, like if a kid who's been told like, wow, you're like the man of the house, and he's like, he gets really excited. Like it's like someone who's like wants to be seen that way, and you said the exact right thing, and he says like, yeah, get these people some meat and get their music playing. And he's like, they're like, stop running. They're getting instruments, getting meat.
Nice.
And he's like, come. And like, he says come, but he grabs both of you in his
finally
arm.
some good company.
And then he starts
isn't
doing some
angry.
kind of like dance. It's almost like, like Scottish dancing where you're like moving arm, Irish dancing where you're like moving arm in arm, like a hoedown. It's like a hoedown. But you got like swirling around, but it's like he's able to do it with both of you, and there's just one of him as he's like doing this weird kind of dance. He's just kind of dragged you into, pulling you into the dance, and he's like saying it. Let's see how well you guys are doing at this dance. You could do athletics or acrobatics.
Oh my god! I'm like, wait, is this like a tradition that we have to do to get across? Oh boy!
History check if you want to know that, or you could do an athletics or acrobatics. Actually, you could choose history, athletics, or acrobatics. History means you actually know this dance.
Okay, I will go with that history. Or
I'm bad at all these things.
I'm amazing at acrobatics. Can I just give the dance a shot?
Yeah, do it. Absolutely. Yeah, you can do an acrobatics check. That just means you're able to like move with it as he leads you. You can do acrobatics.
Why am I bad at all these things?
I have a +5.
How is your dexterity bad? Your acrobatics should be fine.
I have a +5 to acrobatics, and I rolled an 8 total.
8 total?
Yeah.
Okay.
The only thing saving me
I'm
is this
stepping on
Nonagon
some
Dice
feet.
because it's really rolling well. I got an 18
All right,
in acrobatics.
Did you throw Nogo off your shoulders, or did you keep him on while you're doing this?
No, I kept him on.
Then roll with disadvantage because you gotta do it on your shoulders.
Oh, it's better, so it's still 18.
All right, cool. Nogo's like encouraging you as like you're doing the dance, so Mady was able to like get in with the dance. Pewter, you're like trying to like let me rock and roll. Let me just do the robot, and you're just getting like kind of tossed around as you're just like he accidentally like. You try and do like an impressive move, and you end up like flipping out of the dance. Oh, and you just land in the like, collapse of all these other hobgoblins. And there's just like some laughter, like he couldn't handle the dance. You couldn't handle the dance, old Shah. And like the man in red was like, yeah. It's like, it's fine. But he's like enjoying dancing with Mater. It's like, good. It's like, yeah, this is our celebration of the dark night. This is why the boatman's not going to come until the music stops in the morning. So you
Oh.
can party with us until then.
Oh wow, till the morning, huh?
Mm-hmm. I hope you
Wait.
enjoy. I hope you can enjoy. You can handle your drink.
Um, I
we-
I could be fine, but is there any way to go across Suda? Because we are bit of a hurry.
What? Yeah, and I guess he's like dancing. He can't hear you. He's only
Yeah.
able to talk with Maydu because you are not in the
Oh,
dance.
right,
You're in
right,
the crowd.
right.
So Maydu can hear this.
Sure.
Yeah. So Maydu is like, because Maydu was able to stay in the dance.
Yeah,
and he's
yeah,
like
fair enough.
circulating and doing. So he's like,
Yeah, I mean, that's really interesting and cool. But we wanted to see if we can get across the lake. Is there any way to go there tonight?
he's like circulating and he's like, I don't. This is like, well, I don't know. Usually we have to wait till the other guys fall asleep, but it's all right. This is going to be fine now. Yes, now for the backflips. He starts doing a new move that he hasn't done in these spins as the dance changes. You can either disengage from the dance and just like leave it, or you can try and keep this conversation going and give me another athletics or acrobatics. And tell me if you keep Nogu on your shoulders.
How do I keep him on my shoulders when I'm doing a backflip?
Exactly, it's your choice. Do you want Nogu on your shoulder and roll with disadvantage, or do you want Nogu to
I'm
get off?
yeeting Nogu off over to Pewter.
Whee!
Sorry.
Yeah.
Can't handle it.
I'm still having fun.
We
I like
also have
Nogu.
our other companions to worry about. But yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. Pewter, you're like getting up from this hump, and then suddenly there's a tiny druid that comes at you like a missile and just lands on top of you.
Hey, Nogu.
Oh, why is that? This is why I don't like dancing.
Would you like some toast?
Like he said, like this is good toast, and like, do you offer any to the people?
Sure, yeah,
to the guys
sure.
around?
I'll just start passing around some toast.
They like take some, and they actually some of them have meat skewers, and they like put it in the toast, and they
Nice.
just like, and they like see, do you want any?
I'm good. I'm good. You guys can enjoy it.
It's like a hot dog.
And they said, and they're like saying, they're like hot, 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 and they start picking you up into like their own like dance.
boy.
Like there's like a bunch of them like in this kind of like.
I seem
da,
to
da,
gather
da.
fans wherever I go, guys.
Exactly.
I'm just a very
yeah.
popular person.
So give me acrobatics or athletics. Maydu, not you. You're
Okay,
fine in
good.
the line. They're holding you to it. Let's see if you can stay in the dance.
Okay. Acrobatics it is again. What is this? Is this a 1? No, it's a 7. That's a total of 10.
Yeah. Okay. What's it called? The backflip goes. Yeah. He does a backflip. He tries to throw you into a backflip, and he's like tossing you like he's like tossing you, and then you seem to go wrong. Like you were not prepared for this kind of backflip. You're just like landing in like ending, and he's like, and he says like, you guys are. It's like you guys aren't going anywhere. You got not until you can do the dance properly. Don't worry, we've got all night to practice. Come on, guys. And he's like, and he's like they're singing something. They seem they're switching between different songs as they're just going in. And suddenly, big urns start arriving, which seem to be sloshing with some kind of liquid in them, and more meat. Meanwhile, you see that the two cloaked figures from before are arriving, and we're gonna see. 1 second.
Oh boy.
Let's see where they go.
Oh no. Are they going to white rope or red rope?
You see them? They're coming forward, and they go to white rope.
Wait. I say from my face muffled in the dirt. Wait, does that mean only some people can go across the lake now and then others can't? I'm not quite sure what's happening here.
Mm-hmm. Okay. They pick you up and they like put you in this big circle as they're like going in, and then and they say like, all right, this is like, oh, they want to play the game. They want to play the game.
Wait, what?
Questions and answers. You can ask me a question, and then I can and then I can answer it, or I can answer it, or I can drink, and then I do the same. And I do the same for you. I said, wait. Oh, bad translation. You answer and drink. So as long as you can drink, you can keep answering questions. You want to play?
Oh yeah, Pewter's great at this. Pewter,
Yeah,
get over here.
Sure, I'll come over.
Okay, he's going to do a check to see if he knows that Warforged.
Yeah, that's fine.
Are Warforged immune or resistant to poison?
I'll
in
check
5e.
that. I'll check that.
Yeah.
I'll check.
Oh, Forge, you can just like have the drinks oil your insides and that's it.
As far as I know, we are immune to.
Little robots.
Where do I even check this?
It should be under your HP, like things you're immune to.
It's not. Hold on.
Not be immune or resistant to poison.
I'll go to. Wait, hold on. Oh, defenses and kind of poisons, resistance, and immunities to disease.
So you can get drunk.
Yeah.
It's just very difficult.
Right.
That's the thing. So yeah, you can be, because there is like some parts of you that somewhat or simulate organic, which can be like poison, can be effective.
Sure.
But they are. But so yeah. So definitely. Let's see if he's aware of this, or if it matters to him in the slightest. He says like, he's like, wait a second. He's a machine. It takes him a lot to get drunk. You need to drink twice. And so he says like, yeah. He allows Pewter to play the game, but Pewter has to drink twice.
Fine.
Okay, great. So he says like, yeah. He says like, so he says, you guys, because you're guests, you can ask the first question, but you got to drink. You got to drink first. So who wants to ask a question?
You want to wait? I want to just point out before we start the game that Nogu is exempted because he's a minor.
Nogu says like, Nogu. I said like, really? You don't look like you're 5. He says, I'm not 5. Then you can drink. This feels wrong, but yet so cool.
No. He's too young for his half orc.
He's half orc, half gnome.
Yeah. For that particular combination, his body's not mature yet. He needs more time before he risks taking poisons. Even though we regularly put him in life-threatening situations that probably bring him a lot closer to death.
No, it like looks a little sad. I said, but I thought I go on all these adventures. I'm not old enough to drink.
That's how it is. We let you drive, but we don't let you drink.
Okay.
Don't enter the dangerous world of alcohol.
And they said, all right, fine. Take him to the honeysuckle, and they just like someone like picks him up.
The honeysuckle.
Yeah, and they take him to a bunch of like smaller kids. Like smaller hobgoblins are there, and they all seem like drinking. Said that smells like a much lighter alcohol, or maybe just like some kind of honey mead.
Right.
And it's barely alcoholic at all. It's like that thing. It's like mostly it's barely alcoholic. Yeah. So it's like for the kids to have it's mostly sugary. That's the main thing. Yeah.
All right. As for me, I'm actually 4 years old, but Warforged are born matured, I think. Except, I mean, okay, here's the thing. Emotional maturity and physical maturity are two different things. I don't have any of the emotional maturity. I have all the physical maturity.
Emotional maturity is overrated. It's all about
do this. I don't know why. There's something about all the races in Drome that brings out the most bro character in me. I don't know why, but this is a thing. Yeah. Anyway, let's do this. Let's do some drinking and questioning, and then hopefully they can get us some information on getting out of here.
Sure. All right. So, whoever wants to ask the question can, but if you ask the question, you have to drink.
I will go first. Okay. So what do I roll before I can ask the question?
No, you ask the question and then you make a Constitution saving throw.
Got it. That's totally
normally you'd be rolling with advantage,
right?
Because of your thing, but because he's making you drink twice, you just roll normally.
Got it. Okay, Constitution saving throw or just a Constitution roll?
Saving throw.
Okay, so my question to you, it's a good person. I don't know actually. Is it safe to just take a boat across Blackwater Lake right now?
Okay. So as you drink and you can do the roll,
give me
he answers like
someone at the door.
Sure. And they say like drink. Yeah. And it's like 12. Yeah.
I telepathically tell Cosmo in the Pokeball, this is a bad idea, isn't it?
No, you feel like a telepathic nod. Yeah. As you're like saying that and you're getting ready to drink, he says like, Well, crossing any boat, there aren't many boats that can cross across the Blackwater Lake. It's not exactly the safest to travel at night because it's it's a manifest zone to darkness. So most boats can't travel. The boatman's boat can do it even at night, but he doesn't like the boatman's boat can do it, but that's about the only one that can do it at night. Now drink. Con saving throw.
I rolled a 13 on that con saving throw.
You're okay. You're able to keep it for now. The DC will increase.
All right, got it.
But it's you're doing it. It's this is heavy stuff. It's just fueling you're feeling it. It's fire in your body, which because you've had fire in your body.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll wonder to myself. I was I wonder if Tiamat can taste the alcohol as well.
You start considering if you should be more, Morse code while you're drunk.
Yeah.
Oh no!
Drunk
texting.
Tiamat,
You up?
Don't do it.
You up?
Right.
It's just the U and U P.
Yeah. They say all right. Why are you all Why are you all traveling about? Why do you all want to travel to Blackwater across Blackwater in such a hurry? And he downs it.
How's he doing afterwards?
First one seems to be fine.
Okay.
It's hard to tell if he's red in the cheek because as a hobgoblin he's red skinned.
Right.
Yeah. So he's asking now.
Madhu, do you want to ask the question or should I?
Well, you have to answer.
Oh, right. Should I answer it or should you?
Go ahead.
Okay. We seek to travel to a destination of interest for us, and the best way across is across Blackwater Lake.
Boo! You hear boos at the technical answer. What's called? There's the thing. It's and they used to say some people they are actively booing. Booing you as this is going on.
We can give a little bit more info than that. We want to go to the shadow marches. Right,
Yeah.
That's the place.
Yeah, and the booing slows down a bit, but you get the vibe that they're almost obvious because the shadow marches is on the other side of the lake.
Right.
But they get that, but it's fine. It's them. It's fine. They'll open up after a bit. And there's some of the other people in the circle start asking questions about each other, and they're very much things so how? And then you realize one of them asks someone's what's it called? Have you ever slept with someone's sister? And then you say, yes, I did that. Why would you do that? They're right here. And then just another one's saying yeah. So have you ever had? So it's have you ever? So it's how many times have you shot yourself in battle? And it's 7. And it's well, how many times have you shot? And he said they feel this is more as they're playing this kind of game with each other until eventually it gets to Alika's turn. It gets to Madu's turn.
Oh no! I have some terrifying memories of this game in real life. Let's not bring me into it. But you can throw Medu into it. That's fine.
Yeah. So, Medu, what do you want to ask?
Really quick, who are all of you and why do you all wear the same black cloaks?
All right, Constitution saving throw.
Not great. Yuck. What is my con save? 12.
You're getting a bit tipsy from this. This is getting a bit to you. You have 1 point of tipsy, exhaustion. If you get 6, you're out. But you're gonna get more and more tipsy as things are going on.
1 point of tipsy. I like.
When you say you're out, do you mean unconscious or do you mean dead?
No, unconscious.
Okay.
Actually, once you get to 4, you need to make a save basically to be not pass out. Right. 6, you have to pass out, but you might pass out earlier if you're a lightweight.
Okay.
That's the thing.
Probably a lightweight, but okay.
So yeah, as they say we are, and they say we are the survivors of the great goblinoid empires. We are their descendants, as they were just torn down long ago, and so we celebrate to rise them up, in the shadows at night. And it was hooting and hollering. And he said but me, my name's Elshah. And he says we were follow over the red path, and he's holding up his red robe, red ropes, and there's like and there's like some cheering from other people who's also red rope. You see some of them like don't have it on their wrist, some of them have got it on their fingers, and like smaller ropes as you can see them. But he's the only one who seems to have two of them. This is to honor. We're here to honor our great ancestors,
Right.
and praise them with the power. Praise them to the power of the Blackwater Lake. Yeah, to the power. And he like drinks. Doesn't seem tipsy. Seems okay.
Interesting.
And then you could hear in the distance, I can't answer that. That's rude. Okay, fine. And then he answers the question privately. Back to Pewter.
I will ask, what is the power of the Blackwater Lake?
So roll to drink.
They didn't ask a question yet.
That's true. They didn't ask a question. So you roll to drink. He has genuinely he was drinking, so he didn't get a chance to answer, but he will ask a question now after this. So make your roll.
I rolled a 6.
Yeah, okay. You failed by a lot. You failed by more than 5.
Right.
So you're going to take 2 points of tipsy damage.
Lovely.
So not damage, but you get 2 points of tipsy. And like the answer is a bit unclear as you're trying to like hear. And he says like, about the Blackwater Lake is a manifest zone. It's connected to the plane of darkness, and so from there you can use the power of the Blackwater Lake to all manner of things, and with that power you can make yourself stronger. Take that power, use it in different ways. Use it in I shouldn't be. Wait a second, I didn't ask you a question. You guys cheated, but that's fine. I like you. Let's see. What's a good question? He's like looking down at all of you as you just and he says like, what's it called? Who are you? Yeah, it says like, who are you there to meet in the Shadow Marches?
Do we actually have an answer?
Yeah, you are meeting the Shati clan.
All right, like that. Okay,
yeah.
They are cousins to Henrietta's dad.
Yeah, in a way, they're like Henrietta's dad, Dresden clan is like a minor clan that's kind of like connected, like a branch family of the Ashata clan.
Mm-hmm. There's a clan in the Shadow Marches that is of interest to us. They go by the Ashati.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And it's like, oh, and it's like, oh, and it's like there's a lot of oh, and it's like, and it's like, see, I was worried about you. I was worried, but you're the right kind of people. You can fuck with us. This is good. You're the right kind of people.
I don't know what that.
Wait a minute, that doesn't sound like. Somehow
anything we want to do. Yeah.
Less reassuring.
Yeah, and it's like those guys be freaks. Those guys are proper freaks. But that's good. That's good. That means we know what your level is. We can let you do some of the fun stuff. Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. Good. And he like says and like the line goes again. Then another person asks, and another person asks, Maydu is just like, so who? And it's like, is it just the 3 of you traveling? The Shadow Marches? You walk all the way?
I mean, no, we have a cart and Jerry 1 and Jerry 2 and another friend who's watching them. Wait, another 2 friends who are watching them.
And
it's a little bit of a troop.
Oh, and they nod, they drink as that's going on. So like, oh, and she's like, wait, those guys? And then like as you like turn, you see you see Jerry 1 and Jerry 2 just basically on the other side of not the other side of the lake, but like on the other side from where you guys are, closer to where the white robes are.
Right.
Jerry 1 and Jerry 2 are being like being like paraded down by these 2 large cloaked figures. As you can see, like Henrietta and also like Talvar are basically just like being like pushed down by these like large these like large cult figures, or just like poking them with like kind of like pointing them with kind of like sticks, and they're just like you see like in the distance they're just being like pushed down towards like where the white robes are, and you can like see your old friends Raul and Meritaz are like down at the bottom, like next to the white robe fellow, and they're just like being brought down. They're like holding their hands up. It doesn't look like Talvar has her weapons on her, and Henrietta's not holding her spellcasting focus as this is going on. Henrietta's clothes are a little bit like untowards, like a little untucked. Like they have to like put their clothes on quickly. Talvar, as always, in full protection armor, looks completely fine. But yeah, it's like being like escorted down.
Wait,
Escorted.
Okay.
yeah, that's the wait. What's happening there? Are they taking them? Where are they taking them? Who are the white robes?
Oh, and it's a drink.
Ah,
Oh, man.
fine. Okay. Oh, not bad. 17.
Oh, okay. Actually, yeah, you passed the roll. And they say like minor hiccup, but they say like the white robes, those old fuckers, all listening to Guru Lion Sky. What kind of name is Lion Sky? And he's just like just because he's an old
down, write that
man, he
down.
has like memories from the old times, and there's all these traditions about what to do about securing the darkness and containing it for channeling. It's like it's just nonsense. Like all this time, they're gonna wait 1,000 more years to get anything done. Yeah, it's fucking good. They don't even know how to drink. They never play questions and answers. And they all start giving him the equivalent of the middle finger, you presume.
They seem to have our friends. Maybe can you convince them to let them go?
Drink!
Yeah, I'll drink. I rolled a 17.
Okay, all right, cool. Yeah, your concern for your friend seems to have sobered you up a little bit. As they say, like, I guess, and like, wait, are they cool like you guys?
They're
are
way
are they-
cooler. We were
Yeah,
actually
yeah.
too. We were worried they were cooler than us, and that they would be like disruptive, so we left them behind.
Hmm,
Yeah, but they're like totally cool. Talvar is like great with drinks as well.
okay. Is Talvar the white one or the yellow one? And he points to J1 and J2.
Nope, the one
No,
in the armor.
the yellow one.
Oh, yeah, okay. And he like looks and he says like, I mean, maybe I can do it. And he's like, he looks a little like drunk. Give me a persuasion check. You have advantage because you've been drinking with him. Which
Me
of you
or
wants to roll? You can decide.
Medu, is yours better than -1? Because then go for it.
Better than -1
Yeah,
persuasion. My persuasion is +1.
go for it.
Oh my god.
You got
Okay.
this. You got this.
Well, if I have advantage, maybe. Yeah, I do. Right? I do have advantage, right?
Yes, you have advantage because you've been drinking with him.
16.
All right. Ella says like, well, you know, we were gonna fight. We were gonna have a fight anyway. This is why the fucking boatman doesn't come. Because these assholes are always trying to start some shit. Come on, then, guys.
Yeah, they look
Let's
like
go.
that.
And like, some of these guys do get up with him. Others are just like, we'll watch the kids, and which is just an excuse for drinking. More as about 5 of these guys, including El Shah, are ready to like walk with you guys towards the white robes.
Oh, okay, great.
Yeah.
Well, yep.
Yeah.
I get up, swaying a little, and look over to see where Nogu is. Is he okay?
Nogu is like deep in the honeycups, and he seems to be like telling like a story to the other guys, to the other kids. This is like, so in the tale of the so once upon a time there was this disco ball, and it was there as a bunch of tiny dragons would follow it around, and they brought fire on this little pub. And it's like, oh my god, this is such an unbelievable fairy tale. I know, and there was so much fire. And he's like seeing me telling stories of your adventures.
He's fine.
Yeah.
He's fine. We'll leave him here.
He seems to be very popular.
That's good. I'm
Great.
glad Nogu's in his space.
Yeah,
Yeah.
somebody's making friends at least.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah. So you don't bring Nogu with you. You go without Nogu.
No.
All right. Cool. You guys head off to this like, and like as you're like going there, you can sort of like see the sort of like this spectrum of like revelry, going wild in action, and then there's like solitude, kind of like peace, meditation. As you're like going from right to left, you can always like see this like change as you're like going past, and like people like making ways. It's like some of the like quieter ones who are just like watching patiently. They just like they look angry at Elshar like comes forward to these guys as he comes forwards to this like man who's like this like strange guru figure who's not even facing. He's still like facing away. As you can see, your two friends. You can see your friends, including Jerry 1 and Jerry 2, have basically been like brought down in front of Raoul and Merites, as well as like as I said, like I said, like these are the ones. These are the and you could tell they're about to do some crazy stuff. Like, listen, we did. Henry said, okay. Yes, we messed up your sculpture and did some stuff, and did some stuff. But we're sorry. We weren't really trying to do it. It's like quiet. It's like quiet. And I thought, don't tell her to be quiet. And it's just like,
Wow, this is just
he,
getting
like,
worse, right? This is getting out of hand. I'm
Yeah.
gonna try something. I'll be like,
Uh-oh.
Raul, Veritas, what are you guys doing here?
They like look at you and they like say, and like Elshar just like looks at like, you know these guys?
You had some trouble with them before. Help us get out of here without getting into more trouble.
You caused them trouble?
Kinda.
He like drinks as he says that, and he says like, I like you even more. And he says like, yeah, and he says like, yeah, well, hey, it's rollover and my foot. And he's like, that's not even close to our names. And he says like, yeah, just give these guys belong at our party. It's like, you shouldn't be having parties. This is supposed to be a place of solid meditation as we focus on understanding the strange extra-dimensional force. Like, no, fucking nerds. Yeah, just give it back if you want to start something. I think,
Nerds.
you see the five guys who came out also doing that exact same motion, and he says like, we are masters of the dark magic that we are trying to control for the goodness of the
Pewter can't
entire
resist it.
world.
Pewter's like, we're the masters of dark magic.
Yeah, and then you just hear this like sudden like, yeah, and it's this the voice who hasn't said, the one who wasn't even looking, just said like, enough. And like this figure like lifts up, like literally like floats and turns around. As you can see, this like figure, the hobgoblin has these like these large talon marks across their eye. That for some reason, as Pewter looks at it, his mind immediately says like dragon claws. As it like goes into like he can immediately like say those are dragon claws. Just like looking straight at, and just like that, as they're like turning around, you can see their legs are crossed, but you can see like the as their like hands are waiting down by the wrist. As you look around, you can kind of like see, almost like in the as you like, you can almost like see shifting in like the starlight, almost like the air's kind of like moving around, almost as you realize there's like multiple arms that seem to be like coming out, like invisible arms seem to be coming out of the back of this like being's body, which reminds you a lot about your almost tutor back in the hobgoblin tutor, who also had the invisible these strange invisible arms. As they look, and it says like, this person, please, these individuals. And you can look at this like hobgoblin figure. It's definitely feminine, but very old. As you like, looks like the equivalent of like an 80-year-old, you would imagine. And like both their eyes are, strange enough, the one that hasn't been scarred is a little bit milky,
right,
but the other one actually seems like fine.
right.
As it's like looking at you, it's like, and just look straight at, please, please do not cause a scene. Please don't cause a scene, Elsharin. And he says like, my name is Elshar. I am not a child. And he says like, then stop acting like one. And then you can hear like a few, even of his own guys like, ooh, snap. And like these people have disrespected us. They have gone and damaged an important seal. And then they come here, presumably to disrupt more of our rituals and insult more of our traditions.
No, we don't plan on disrupting anything. And the first disruption was a mistake. We didn't want to get involved. We just we were just being silly. We didn't realize what we were getting involved into. Please let us go. Please.
They say like, yeah, look at you. Give a persuasion check with disadvantage.
Oh boy.
Because like
Yeah,
Meritas
sure.
and they're not on your side, and Meritas has kind of like already like told them what's up.
Yeah, just after you
I
did the
doubt
there.
Oh
Yeah.
boy. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
a one total.
Okay, yeah. They said like as you're like saying this kind of stuff, and it's like, really. So you decided to like come in and immediately come with the red robes and say that you weren't trying to cause problems, and like I was like, do you think that they were doing this on Elshaw's orders? And he said, no, wait, no, Elshaw's not that clever. Is he? Is he that clever? Like Elshaw's like scratching his nose and is like, yes, I am. I definitely did that.
No.
It's 100% what's happening.
No,
These are my buddies. We
met you.
danced together.
We just met you.
We drank together, and we will fight together.
Oh
yeah.
my.
And you can like see that and you see like the girls like shaking their head like extremely disappointed. I was like, what the fuck is going on? And like Henrietta's like, what the fuck is going on?
That's
and it's
fair.
just like, and like Jerry 1 and Jerry 2 are just like, they roll over and stop playing dead preemptively.
Amazing.
And like the hobgoblins immediately they saw like the ones who like serve with the right robes, they seem like black and red fire starts appearing in their hands as they seem like preparing spells, and you can see like these guys are like, let's go, and you can see like invisible like arms start appearing down their sides of a Elshar seems to have one. The other guys, they just start like flexing. They like their robes come off, and you can see these are built. These are all like extremely like built. Like these are monk built like figures are all on all surrounding you guys, and they look like they're about to throw down as like things are about to happen. Are you guys going to stay in the middle of this? You're going to run away from the fight? What are you guys going to do? Because this is
how far are Henrietta and Talvar from us?
Let's see. The gap, you would have got closer. It would have been about, to be able to be heard, 30 to 40 feet. So yeah, Talvar's 30 feet, Henrietta's 40 feet.
I tell them, like, what if we just scrapped them and ran while they are all fighting? Like, so done. I whisper.
Where are we going to run to? We don't have a boat or anything.
Well, they'll be fighting, so we can go find a boat.
It's going to work. He just said that no boats can go across in the night. Hang on. Just let's try to calm this down.
Okay.
Hold up. Okay. Everyone. Please, this is all just like a very unnecessary show off and a bit of a misunderstanding. Let me just get our point across real quick. Yes, we accidentally disrupted a place that you were protecting. We had no idea that we were doing that. There were no signboards saying anything about keep out or stay away or this is a place that you should not touch. However, we did help putting it all back together. Please give us some credit for that. After that, we simply came over here and tried to find a way to cross the lake. That is it. There has been nothing further from our side. We have not particularly joined a camp against the other. We are just here to make friends with people and cross the lake.
Also,
possibly tonight, if we can.
Yeah, also if we like start fighting now, well, at least some of us are going to get hurt, and that just seems like a bad use of our time, because even if like you guys win and we lose, or we win or you lose, it's not going to help your greater purpose. Like, you want to stay safe so you can continue your important studies, and we want to stay safe so we can go back and like celebrate more
and drink,
yeah,
and party.
Exactly.
Give me a persuasion check with disadvantage.
I'll give it to Medu.
Yeah, Medu's the one who was like started the thing. Yeah.
Medu roll it.
Why disadvantage?
Yeah,
because I rolled a nat 20 for what?
Nat 20.
Nat 20.
Let's go! Let's fucking go!
My word, those dice. Those dice.
Nonagon,
Ah,
we appreciate you. I assume they are the Nonagon dice, even if they weren't. Just
It
saying.
is. I'm only
the,
rolling one.
the
That's
DC
good.
was high, and you managed to break it. Well done.
Cool.
Managed to absolutely break it. Well done. As you like say that, and they all just like look, and it's like they look at each other, and they just are like, so like, wait, you weren't joining my side, and like the guru just like looks and says like, because they realize that there shouldn't be sides. I see more what their message was, that they were trying to break our barrier to try and like hide. They were trying like say to break those barriers that we hide from each other. We need to be more open with each other. I understand what they're getting. And like that was like, I don't think that's what they're, and it's like yeah. And it's like these people who we drank with, they really are trying to teach us something, but we should be open, and we should be trying to be making friends so that we can cross the Blackwater Lake together. You're right. We should all try and learn to like bring the darkness into the world in a more together way. We can compromise on this. And it's like, and like I was just like, I'm sorry, Mom, and it's like, it's okay, I'll show you. And they're just like,
Oh wow!
giant invisible arm hugs.
Wow!
And they're like hugging. There are a bunch of these like goblins start hugging each other. One big bug just hugs the both of you, really just like into one big hug. Henrietta and Talvar's like, what the fuck is going on? Jerry 1, Jerry 2 don't know what's going on, so hug each other. And it's just like, there's just these big tears. Like,
Oh,
for the first time, white robe and the red robe, we'll drink together. And they're just like cheering. It's just like alcohol like being brought in, and it's like, everybody drink. Everyone give me drunk rolls. Everyone give me drinking rolls.
Oh my god. This is worth it. What the heck? I am not joking.
Is
This
it
is
nat
my
20?
third nat 20 in a row. Bro,
amazing.
what is this dice? Amazing.
Okay.
Yes,
And
it-
what did Peter get?
Oh, I didn't roll. Let me roll it now. What am I rolling?
Con saving throw.
Oh boy.
Just get a nat 20, like me.
Well, not a nat 20 because that's not in my luck, but 14.
So total 14.
Yeah.
What is your current drunk total?
2 points. So.
Yeah. You're getting like plastered, and it's like you're like falling down a little bit over yourself. Your body's like, oh my god, have I lost my limbs? Nope, they're still there. Yep. Like trying to count and like being pulled into another dance. But Mate was just there, just like downing everything. It's just like the night continues, and you're just like able to like drink everyone under the table, and you're just like impressing everyone until the only ones left, the only ones who can like keep up with your level of drinking, is Lion Sky and El Shah, who are just like in this like who have like brought you to actually like the center of the lake. Like they were on like right and left side, and they like brought you down to the like the middle bit. It's like a bigger fire there. Like everyone's like warming up. Everyone's like kind of drinking together. They're just like eating, and like the mother son just like again like patting each other with their invisible arms, and it's like you, the real champion. You deserve all the answers and all the questions. Yeah, for the rest of the night, you can play question and answers, but you don't need to roll anymore for drinking because you're going to be fine for the rest of the night.
I'm going
You
to.
might have a hangover, but you're not going to be. You're not going to pass out.
I'm going to
You'll only
call
pass out
over,
when you choose to.
call down next to Nogu and be like, "Wake me up when all of this is over."
Yeah. And he's like, so like, it's
Can
okay.
you
And so like,
vomit?
yes.
I'm trying to get rid of the alcohol.
Yeah,
Oh, it just comes back right up like pure alcohol. The
Yeah,
same
it's just
as it
like-
was when it went down.
Yeah.
I imagine like I thought you're vomiting, or do you like, and just like fire comes out of your mouth.
I'm not doing anything with fire today.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And it's like, is this the disco ball? Shh, let him sleep. Like Noga's just like calming you down and like singing to you, like And so like,
My snoring just sounds like gears turning slowly.
yeah,
Like
exactly. Yeah.
Are you really leaving me with all the question asking?
you don't have to ask more questions. We're good. We can just cross.
Yeah, so that they're happy like tell you a bit more about like the they're like, and they're happy like the chat as like the mother and son explain a little bit about
The mother and son. They almost went to war with each other.
Yeah, they were about to throw down. What's it called? as they say, like they get into these like fights every month or so when they come to these kind of
Right.
gatherings, which is like the best time to gain the power, to understand the power of the manifest zone. They would try and like channel the power in different ways, but they would get into arguments about who could go into the center of the lake to gain that power. And eventually the boatman got fed up and was basically like, no, I am not coming back until you guys sort this stuff out. And
Right.
that's why the boatman's in the middle. He's like, so basically, either there's a fight or one of them passes out and the other one does in the morning. And so that's usually, we'll see who gets it in each month. This time, but
Okay.
you've really helped us reconcile. So things should be easier now, and maybe we can even like get the boatman to come now across.
Oh, great. So the boatman can take us across the lake.
Just like yeah, uh, we say, yeah. Why do you guys want to head across there? Like, they're gonna meet the crazy clan. Crazy clan. Oh, they're wow. These guys know. I underestimated you. You guys know how to throw down. Hmm,
Go down.
yeah.
I look vaguely concerned because like every time somebody keeps saying that, I'm like,
Hmm, yeah. No,
is this
we understand. Yeah, we get it. We get it. That's fair.
oh,
Uh,
okay?
yeah.
Yep. I
Do
mean,
you
yeah, we can handle ourselves. Yeah.
definitely? They say like goods. They respect it. They say yeah, makes sense to us.
Let's
This
go.
Sure.
yeah. Listen. They say like uh, they say like in. Do you have any question that you? Is there any things that you want to find out like before they start calling the boatman over? Are there any questions you want to ask?
How do you harness the power of the manifest?
Ooh, they're like very interesting. Oh, okay. Well, we head to the center of the lake. Now, as you may know, the center of Blackwater Lake is like connected to the manifest zone of darkness. So if you go into the darkness, uh, you know, it's very hard to stay alive. It's literally draining the energy out, the life out of you. And of course, there are things in the water which are not the most friendly, which are, you know, creatures from there or who have warped the aquatic beings who live in the water to make horrific monstrosities. Like tell about the underwater about the undead Suhagin that just came out. Like it's like a creepy green mermaid and with more teeth. It's horrifying. I think stop scaring them. But no one messes with the boat keeper. So as long as we head to the center of it, we like focus into different foci. We can use that for different purposes. For example, the ruins that you saw earlier, the special darkness preparation zone. Uh, that one is just there to contain what's already there, channel it for a more constructive purpose. It's not quite ready yet, but we should be able to. It was supposed to like keep things contained for a bit longer. Uh, Before it would have been like, okay, it'll unleash in about 300 years. Now it's closer to maybe 80 because of what happened, but we should be fine. We should have everything sorted out in 80 years.
Wow.
Now
CTS
that
is
my
a lot.
son's working with me, we can probably do something.
That's good.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't know about
that's how they like to do it. What we like to do is we like to take the darkness into ourselves and really use it to empower, really for that rush of power. It's great. We can make all kinds of concoctions, just like it's a real rush. It's not healthy, son. I'm like, Mom, please, not now, okay? I can control myself. It's like I
Okay. Hmm.
okay, all right.
But
But yes, is you're interested in like channeling the power of darkness for what purpose?
oh, we
No, I was
will
just
we
curious.
yeah. Oh wait, I'm asleep, so I'm good.
Yeah,
Enjoy.
yeah.
We were just curious. I mean,
Yeah.
I'd never heard of going to a special place to channel its power.
No, yes, you can do it in many manifest zones. Yes, we learned how to do it. Uh, from a we learned how to do it from our ancestors long ago. Discovered it and took that, and so we try to like we've been working a long time on this. Well, our ancestors have,
Hmm.
and now we're like you've really brought us together, and so in thanks, they bring the unconscious Pewter over, even though he's like passed out. They like get your hand, get Talvar's hand, get everyone's hand. Even Nogu like comes over with his hand, and they like hold out theirs,
Mm-hmm.
and like red and white string, just like rope cord, just like ties around your hands as they
Oh,
form sort of like a red and white, almost like pink, like
right.
a rope band. And they say like when you go across to the middle of the lake, uh, this will allow you to uh, this will allow us to channel some of the manifest zone power into you guys.
Wait, really?
It may work in different ways for you guys, and in different. It may work for you differently, but I doubt it'll be. It's usually fairly unique, and we haven't done it with humans before.
Okay.
But it should be all right. It'll be interesting. But don't worry, we're both working together, so it should be it should be a good, interesting work.
All right. I mean, I'm slightly apprehensive, but interested to see what this does.
Mhm.
Yeah, we are kind of on a little bit of a deadline to do some things,
Hmm.
which is why we were thinking that we could try and get across the lake as soon as possible. So, I don't know if it would be okay if we could call over Mr. Boatman there and ask if he can take a ride.
They nod and they say that's fair. And they like wave their hand on like the big bonfire in front, and like the light like shimmers as it turns like pure white, then red, then like this beautiful like little lovely little like pink flame, and then you see like the boat is like and just like slowly like comes across. And it's like this long road, so this like figure that stands there, and like, eventually like this boat like comes into the shore. And you see this like tall figure. As I look at him, it's not a hobgoblin. It is a. You think it's some kind of elf, but like skin's like drained white. As you start looking at it, he's looking at you with like pure dark eyes. As he's like, look, he's like, so you finally made amends and stopped bickering like children,
That's
unruly children. And says like, charming as always, boat keeper. And it's like, calm down, El. What the fuck you said about me, about my son? And it's like, some things never change. Welcome to my boat, strangers.
We just want to get across, not into darkness. I hope that's clear.
Of course, that's fine. And they
Um,
say like, what's up?
no. I was just going to wonder, like, is that boat big enough for like Jerry 1 and Jerry 2 as well?
Looks at Jerry one day, Jerry two, examines them as they like come forward like a little bit, and they say like, this lake is designed that those who are within it, their life is drained from them, and it brings them closer to death. However, and then he like pulls out some ropes, ties them to Jerry one, Jerry two, slap like his long stick allows him to just like slap them on the ass, and they run into the lake. These two have not been allowed to die. This lake will do nothing to them.
Oh wow, they are the most powerful beings of Eberron. Jerry,
They start J1, J2 stop screaming. It's like,
yeah.
oh, it'll do nothing against the nightmares.
Oh,
But they'll be.
oh boy.
wait. So we're going into a lake
Mhm.
that gives nightmares and also drains our life.
Oh,
Yes.
actually, most people don't experience nightmares because the life drain happens first.
Right.
Where they get eaten. But these creatures are so far removed from being permitted to die that the things in the lake will just avoid them. It's like being it's like being the least popular person in the party. There's just like this barrier
I'm
that keeps
not
people away
sure
from you.
what's worse anymore. Should I envy Jerry 1 and Jerry 2 or not? I
Should you
can't
what?
tell.
No, I feel bad. Wait, Henrietta, do you by chance have a spell or something that can, oh, I don't know, make them fly or like reduce their size so we can like carry them or anything like that? What is the point of magic if you can't do these things?
What happens if this is just a question, general. What happens if wow, I'm sorry, I cannot remember your pet beast's name right.
Cosmo?
Thank
You
you.
can't remember Cosmo's name?
Sorry, it's been a long time since we played, guys. What happens if Cosmo dies?
Why are you
Sad.
asking
We
this
all get very
question? What do you
sad.
mean?
No, is there is there a way to resurrect a Beastmaster creature?
I can. It might take a while. I mean, mechanically, I can. I don't
Okay.
know about like the game.
Okay.
In character,
Okay.
you have no idea if that's possible, but yeah. Because
Okay.
you
Got
don't
it.
really
Cool.
know
Cool.
the
Cool.
facts of
Cool.
being a beast dog.
I've never tried it.
Maybe we put one of the Jerrys in the Pokeball.
Yeah, I thought so because Cosmo can at least fly.
Yeah. Yeah.
But like, I can only put one Jerry in the Pokeball.
Yeah, so
if
they,
he's
you know,
allowed.
like they do a coin toss. At least one of their suffering is reduced.
Oh boy. Sure. Who was the scared Jerry? Jerry 2, right? Poor
Yeah,
guy.
Jerry 2 is the one who's always scared.
Oh yeah, okay. Jerry 2. Hang on. I throw the Pokeball in the air. Boom! Cosmo comes out. Cosmo, keep flying. Don't land.
Yeah.
Okay. We're going to be crossing the lake. It's going to be a bit of a long flight for you. I'm sorry about that, but if you land, you might die. So you're just going to have to figure it out. And if you get super
Cosmo
tired,
just gets on the boat. The boat's long enough to have Cosmo in it.
okay. Well, okay, you can just get on the boat if you need to.
Hmm.
But I suggest stay in the air if you can.
Yeah, because
And then yeah,
grab Medu if it looks like things are going down.
yeah.
That
First
makes sense.
priority me. Second
Yeah,
priority everyone else.
yeah.
I'm joking. It's not like that, Cosmo. I'm joking. Just grab whoever you can if there's a problem.
Cosmo gives you like like a big wink, like sure, you were
Yeah.
joking.
Got it. Well, if you say
Women
so.
and
Yeah.
children first.
Yes.
Grab no go first.
Yeah.
Anyways, besides that,
Cosmo,
okay.
grab whoever's your favorite first.
Oh wow.
After Medu. After Medu, whoever's your favorite, grab them first.
Mm. He looks thoughtful, like he's really considering who is
Yeah,
his favorite after Medu.
yeah.
All right.
You're really making my Cosmo sit and pick favorites from the group.
Hmm.
This is evil.
Yeah. So you guys are ready to cross.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
I asked Jerry too. Hey, buddy, do you want to go into a little extra dimensional space for a while? I don't know if it'll help. Maybe we can alternate with Jerry 1. But you won't be in the water for a little bit.
Okay. Let's see. Give me. I mean, Jerry too will do whatever you tell him to do. I'm just trying to think. Like, does the ball allow you to change creatures in it? I'll say yes because it's funny. Why not? So, because he's a willing target, you do not need to make a roll. So you just like tap him. He's like sucked out of the lake and like brought in, and the rope is just left to fall. And like pulls up the rope. Yeah, Jerry two just go. Jerry two just like you just like hear like a condensed sigh from inside the capture sphere.
Yep.
Yep.
Uh, ooh,
Mhm. Should be fine.
I just hang the spear back on my belt.
Yeah.
Yes, we should go. It's been great. Thank you so much for having us here, uh, Lion Sky and Elsha. It's been absolutely fantastic, and I hope we meet again soon and
It travels.
absorb more darkness together
Yeah. To
and
the
alcohol.
darkness. Yeah, and you down it. Excellent. They give you some alcohol for the road.
Oh, great!
They help you get the unconscious Peter onto the boat. You know, Talva and Henrietta also get on. As does Nogu, who's like making sure that Peter like vomits into the lake rather than onto the boat. And
I
just
feel like
yeah,
at this point I've gotten rid of all the alcohol, hopefully.
hopefully. And yet there's always seems to be more as you like go in. It's like, when did I consume that? And just like you're going in across the lake, moving slowly across the lake.
Yeah.
Till you get to the middle, when like the light of the moon like lands on you guys, but there's no reflection in the water. And like the three moons, one turns red, others like bright white, and then there's one in the middle which is like turns like a mix of the two, like red and white. Doesn't become pink, just like red and white.
Okay.
And then the ropes on your wrist start to glow, as they seem to be like they seem like absorbing they seem to be absorbing the energy. So as you like feel this power, you feel like the power can come in one of two ways. You feel like it can either be something physical or it can be something magical. So which of these you can each choose, and I'll ask Telva separately. Do you want a physical benefit or a magical benefit?
Ooh, magical, because I'm very
Oh,
physical already.
magic sucks. It doesn't do anything useful. Physical for me.
Okay. All right. So Medu, as you get it, you feel this energy like fill you, this like shadow energy. You feel like you're a hero, you're a super drink, and you feel like sturdy never before. As this like shadow energy fills your body. As long as you wear this red robe, this red and white robe, your constitution increases by 1. So you have constitution
Ooh,
16.
Nice.
so cool. Wait,
Cool.
my
Nice.
the Constitution score
Yeah, so
increases
from
by one.
15 to 16.
Am I 15? Why is my Constitution just like 13?
Oh, sure. Yeah, sorry. Your constitution increases to 14, so +2.
Heck yes!
Nice. And
Yeah.
you chose magic. Okay. So yeah, as you like feel this like magic like fill in,
Sure,
like
sure.
go in, like absorb this energy within you, and just like feel that there's now a charge of that into this rope. Just like you see the like cords on it. As you absorb it, you're just feeling this energy, and you can feel, and the energy that comes to you, and you feel that this movement, like also you can use the shadow. Once per day for free, you can activate as a bonus action. You can use as if you had the Misty Step spell. And
Ooh.
if you want to, after you've used that, it recovers on a short rest. You may spend 2 key points to use it again,
Ah,
but you get 1 for free. But you can like keep spending key points if you want to keep using Misty Step.
okay. I need to note this down somewhere.
Yeah.
Amazing. Heck yes. Is this a rope and attunement thing?
It's not an attunement thing. It would have been, but you got the nat 20s, so I'm like, no, it doesn't need to be an attunement thing.
Hey, let's go.
Yeah. So like make note of that. I will make proper magic items for them.
Okay.
Like Nogu's also like, woo, and he's like enjoying like whatever shadow power he's getting. Henrietta is just like also like very like, these are powerful stuff. What the heck? I didn't study about this. Study this anywhere. And like Talvar just like saying like, I feel really bad that we're using like dark magic again. Why do we keep doing dark magic stuff? We keep embracing this thing. I was like, I thought we were gonna stop all this weird dark magic-y stuff, guys. Guys.
Yeah, but look at how cool it is. It gives us powers. I don't see a problem with it anymore. I mean, I don't want to minimize your suffering or anything like that, but just want to point out when Pewter got the crystal embedded in him, he got some really cool powers with that and with this
An
rope.
unstoppable mage.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying, it doesn't seem to really matter where it comes from, right?
Yeah,
If it's light magic or dark magic, it depends on the person using it, right?
exactly.
Mm-hmm.
I
Wait,
mean,
Yeah.
that's what
So
I'm seeing here.
wait, what does it mean that we are the ones using it? Because our track record is a bit all over the place.
Hey, you're speaking for yourself, buddy.
Okay, okay, okay. I see how it is.
like the boatman is just like looking at all of you. It's like all of you have been like touched by strange powers recently in different ways. I can feel it in your mace. And he points down at the points out the mace that Dalvar's carrying. I can feel it in your strange connection with this beast, as if you've been warped by reality itself. Points at Cosmo. Points at Cosmo, and they do. You have a very powerful dark source inside yourself. Uh, looks at Henrietta, and you must get it from your family. Why does everyone? It's my dad's just a cousin family. He's not that weird, okay? Guys, back me up. And like looks at Nogu, and then just like takes a step back. So like, not gonna mess with that. That's like a lot of stuff. I just like
Huh?
saying, but best travels to you. But
Thank
you
you.
reach. I hope you keep yourself safe, as the shadow marches are a bit more dangerous than you might believe. And it was like Nogu's like, yeah, I grew up there. I understand it. I know what all the weird stuff are. I can handle this thing. But guys, you trust me, right?
Totally.
Of course, we do know.
Okay.
I didn't remember you growing up there, though, but sure, okay.
I mean, this is where I did my gatekeeper training.
Ah, your training. Okay, yes,
So
yes.
you
Sure.
probably can like navigate very well over
Yeah, and
Oh,
it's just like I've been there like a couple of times. I was very young when we left, and I
right.
mostly spent it in Rome or studying magic elsewhere. So I haven't actually been there in a long time. Good that
Fair
we got
enough.
Nogu here. And I tap someone like nearly falls over. Like, okay, all right,
Fair
very
enough.
strong. Uh, but yeah, as
May
you
I
guys,
ask something, boat keeper, sir, or
yes,
person of authority? How come you are not affected by any of this dark magic stuff?
I was once I was I was once a noble elf from a house long ago. At I came here on this boat and asked to never and asked to survive at this, and it gave me that power. But I am bound to it. I never looked like this before, but I cannot leave. I just exist. I am as pitiful as a Jerry.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
I feel a little
What's
bad
a
now.
Jerry?
Point to Jerry one.
Oh, I mean,
Yes. I didn't look this before. I like you got a better clothes. Like it's definitely an elf, like skinned white, but like his like eyes are just like these like pinpricks of red. As just like that. It's not like iris, it's like a pinprick of red as he's just like there. You see these like blue, almost like marble like lines where blood veins should be across his body, and just like this ain't like any elf you've ever seen before. It's like it has affected me in different ways, but I am of the lake. I watch over and I try and contain as best I can.
Do you get like vacation days, paid time off?
Well, when these usually it's fairly quiet, but there's nowhere I'd want to go, nowhere I could go. But at least it's not so bad. Except when those drunken bastards come every month with their family squabbles.
Oh,
I miss
well,
family squabbles.
I mean, I'm really sorry. If you want, we can squabble with you and you can pretend we're your family or something.
Do you have
I
squabbles with your family?
oh, shh. Do we have stories for you?
I just like look to the side of the lake, like, "Ooh, don't want to get into
Let me tell you about the
that kind of
time
thing."
we
Hmm.
did we kill your aunt? I think
No,
we didn't kill her.
no, no, no. The aunt was basically like, "Give me the towel, and I will pay. I will give you like the
Right,
money and then some to pay off the ranch." And you guys said no. You beat up the cousin.
right. Yeah, we've
He was
like
melting into a hippogriff.
Hmm.
yeah,
Very true. So yeah, it's like, well, we have two. Yeah. So yeah, the journey across it's going to take another 2 hours. Yeah, I can wake you
right.
up. Uh, I can wake you up if you want to, or we can chat or whatever you want to do. Just you know, please don't start a fight.
Oh, no, no fighting. I feel a little bad though. So if you feel like it, I'll sit and chat. Or like, I'm an okay listener.
Hmm.
If you want to get some shit off your chest, you can do that.
Yeah. No.
Cosmo's great at listening, by the way.
True.
Super.
The best. But
No.
he's flying right now.
Hmm. Uh, what's it called? Uh, Maybe give me a history check.
Guys, this dice is cursed or something. This is the fourth nat 20 in a row. What the heck? What the heck?
Oh shit! I didn't want to reveal this, but all right, fair enough.
Oh,
Oh, Jesus.
let's
Let me get
We don't know what
go.
we're doing.
let me get the lore sheet. One
The
second.
the
I,
what's the moons did some real magic.
what is this die? What did you put in it, Indrani? And not that I'm complaining. Thank you.
Sounds like you're complaining.
Yeah, how dare you give me the best rolls?
Yeah. All right. So,
Talvar
as
Desis and
you,
Dragons is just a low-key advertisement platform for Nonagon Dice.
yeah, clearly,
Seriously, who gets so many nat 20s in a row? Four? Isn't this like breaking some law at this point? Some like
yeah.
physics law?
I means you should roll differently. Or
I'll
keep
change
rolling the
my
same.
die. I'll
Yeah.
change my die next
All
time.
right.
Yeah.
So, I think they're looking at you, and he's like saying, like, it's just family arguments, family squabbles, family like feasts, all these things. It's horrible to look at when my family are all gone long ago. And like, and he's like saying that you can like get a glimpse of his hand. He's like moving and like going up the let's see, moving across the pole. You can see like a mark and it like a strange like mark in his hand, and you're like, that looks like a dragon mark. But one, it's not a dragon mark. It's not one of the 12 dragon marks. So you immediately think African dragon mark. And two, it's not like a normal color. It's not like purple or green. It is just like it's like it's like this strange like blue, like the veins on his forehead. Like it doesn't feel alive with magic like your dragon mark is. It doesn't shimmer or anything. It is like it's like drained. It's like off. It's almost like is that a fake tattoo? But it looks like a birthmark, and so it's like it's very confusing. And then you get a better look, and then immediately you're not 20. You're like, you know what the fuck this is. This is like stuff that people in the dragon mark houses are like taught. This is like proper dragon mark secret history shit. This is not something that like some people know, but this is like dragon mark proper secret. This is like a story your mother would tell you long ago. There was a 13 dragon mark house, the House of Vol, the House of Elven dragon marks, and the other dragon marks needed to turn against them. We all had to fight against them and destroy them before they destroyed the world. Because with their power, they had the dragon mark of death. And so they made an alliance with a horrific, evil green dragon. And through them, they wanted to create a perfect dragon mark, a great dragon mark that would bring death across the entire world and leave them as champions. All the dragon mark houses had to work together and destroy the House of Vol and and that child that would be born from them, the ape, and stop that creation, or it would have doomed us all. This was many, many centuries ago, long ago, as this would happen. Uh, yeah, like many thousands of years ago. That's how far back it was. As they're like telling the story, and like you know a little bit more about it because like you studied, you asked more questions, so you know it is like an old like story, but it's like they killed everybody, anyone who had any blood connection to this family. They destroyed. They destroyed as many of them as possible. They want to like get rid of him, do it. They like killed as much anyone who had the closest like little bit of blood. They would kill him. Some of those surviving like people who were like servants of the family or like noble families who were like connected to House of All, they were allowed to live because they didn't, as long as they didn't have any blood connection, they went off. Some of them becoming pirates in the south, some pirates to the north, to the South Sea. Others, hard to say, but they destroyed the House of All and they made certain that they could stop this strange creature that would come from the House of All. This half dragon, half elf with an apex dragon mark. They destroyed him before that child. Rumors say this before the child could take its first step, and it's what needed to be done. And like anytime you've spoken to other dragon mark houses, like when it's come up, it's not something that comes in common conversation. It's like a dark part of their history. It's like it had to be done. 100% had to be done. They were going. That house was evil. They were going to do horrific things. They were pushing dragon marks in a way that it should not be done. And this person in front of you, his dragon mark is dead. 100% his dragon mark does not work anymore. You can tell that immediately. But this person is a surviving member of the House of Vol. And if anyone from the Dragonman House ever found out this person existed, they would use every force of their imagine to make sure this person was destroyed. And yeah.
Okay, that was a lot of info. Okay. Um, Dad, why can I only telepathically talk to Cosmo? This would be so much easier if I could have talked to Talvar or Yuta or Henrietta or Nogu like this, but I can only babble to you, Cosmo, because you're the only one who can hear me right now. This is bad. This isn't great. He's not, but he's not technically even alive. His mark is dead, and he's like strapped in a curse on a boat on the lake, which is like a shadow plane of darkness. I mean, What do I do? Should I kill him? I mean, I'm not supposed to kill like random people. I am just having a crisis in my head while looking just like, just like nodding politely to whatever he's saying.
Cosmo's like behind the guy, like giving just like, should I knock him off the boat?
Don't do anything yet.
And so like, and he says like, give me a deception check.
Oh my god.
Sorry, you're gonna roll
thank
another
God.
20.
No. Thank God it wasn't, because then I'm just like, the world is collapsing now if I roll another nat 20. What has Will Wheaton done? That is a, what is it? Deception, right?
Deception.
Yeah, real good at that. 16.
Cool. He rolled a 2. As he's just like watching, as he's like he's like tell the story. He adjusts his sleeve as he's like things are going on. And he's like, because you're not wearing anything that indicates you have a dragon mark. You're hiding the dragon mark anyway. Doesn't seem like he recognizes it. So he's like, there's no place for me to travel. But if you have family, enjoy that they exist while you can.
Yeah, I feel like this is also a thing you may have learned or picked up from watching the bickering across the lake.
Yes, this is
Families.
truly. I'm not afraid of danger or anything like that. They're all like they're all children in that way. It's just too painful seeing like families like that.
I see. Um, just to be clear here, you can't cross this lake, can you? Like, you can't like leave this place.
No, I cannot.
Oh, okay.
We good.
Yeah. I mentally like sigh relief to like Cosmo. Okay, like we have time. Okay, you know he can't like leave this place, so we can like go and do stuff, and then like if we ever change our minds about it, he'll still be here. Not like he's going to kill the world. His dragon mark's dead. He's not the chosen destroyer of worlds.
Besides, DM, I don't know any of this because I don't have this information yet.
Sure.
Does this
Yeah.
dragon mark in any way seem suspicious to me? Considering
I mean, you can give me a perception check to see if you even notice it. Be roll with disadvantage because you're drunk off your head.
am I still drunk?
I mean, you just vomited a bunch.
But it's been like halfway through the lake. At some point, I gotta sober up. But okay. Perception? Did you say?
Yeah, perception.
People
First
sober up
roll.
in like an hour and a half.
First roll
Yeah, if
was
they
an
have
8.
food, but he doesn't eat.
The first roll was an 8. The second was a natural 20. But
Yeah. See, this is what I've realized. When Indrani's here, Indrani gathers all nat 20 power towards her. But when Indrani's not here, it needs to find another host. And today it has chosen, it switches between Alec and
yeah, that
a
sounds
little
about
bit of
right.
little bit of Peter, a little bit of Shibum. All right, so 8, you don't notice. It's too dark.
Yeah, it's very. You know what? Fair enough.
Well, Cosmo's giving weird looks at the boatkeeper. Besides that, nothing else really sticks out.
Fair enough.
Yeah. So yeah, you come across. You go across as he like points. As he points off in the distance, and he says, "You are reaching Patrakan, city, the city of the yeah." And he like points off to like this small village that you can like see. It's like built, small like village that's built. You can see that this is like you're reaching swamp area. It's not on like open plain. This is like proper swampy area. So these like towns like built on these little like stilts to like keep them above the water as things like as they like squelch. And you like see, oh, that's very cute. Like these little like stilts are there as these houses are like made, these like rounded heads, and you're just like, oh, that's like, oh, that's cute. They've like made their houses to look like mushrooms. It's like, oh, like cute. They got a little design. Yeah, that's like very cute. And then you just see the houses, the head of the houses just start to like turn and squeeze as you and release as you're like, oh, those houses are alive. That's disgusting.
They're alive. The houses are alive.
Yeah, the houses look like they might be alive, but they're just like they're like coming in and out. So your first thought, because everything else has been creepy. Oh, the houses are alive because why wouldn't they be? But also you're like thinking it could just be a form of ventilation. As
Wait,
like
are they
air.
pulsating?
Yeah, they look like they're pulsating a little bit. And I said like,
Uh,
don't. I said like, it's fine. Patrick, the town, the oh, as it's like funnily called the city of mushrooms. But don't worry, they're friendly enough. They're fine. I don't want to hang out with them though. They're mush. The toadstool people are very weird.
the what now?
Toadstool people. Yeah. As you can like see as you're like getting closer, and he's like, it's fine. It's fine. Just it's fine. Just don't don't eat anything. Is my best guess. That's what I recommend. Don't eat anything, because unless you're very good with nature, it's hard to tell what's edible and what's psychotropic and what's poison and what's alive.
Yeah, and what's sentient apparently?
Well, if it screams, it's sentient.
Oh, and
That's my
this side of the world is weird.
It's like that's the secret they don't tell you about. The entire world is weird. And with that, we end this adventure, everyone, with the tagline: "The entire world is
Yeah.
weird."
Oh my god, I've been playing Elden Ring and this gave me some serious like dark horror vibes with the creeping houses. Fun stuff.
Yeah,
Uh,
it's good stuff. Hope you guys had fun playing. Hope the audience had fun watching.
Indeed.
Yeah. So did you guys enjoy the family son dynamic? You enjoy that?
That was one of the few things I did
Amazing.
not see coming. I figured that we would inadvertently land up in a conflict between the red robes and the white.
Ropes?
Yeah, but the robes and the ropes. But and I was not sure where that would go. Glad it went well though, because Pewter. I don't know how Pewter would have handled like being the cause of another massive conflict between people. I think it might have broken something in him. So yeah,
That was
That's true.
awesome.
it's
I
good to
loved
be-
it.
good to be
Did
back.
not see the fact that one was the parent of the other. That was
Yeah.
great.
Yeah,
Amazing.
that was fun to do, and it was like nice being able to be like, it would have been like a whole different thing if Showham had actually chosen this form of like monk martial arts. They'd be like, he knows the style, and they would have been like maybe more that wouldn't listen. But you didn't choose that. You chose to be. You chose to be.
Tiamat's little
calling yeah, booty calling Tiamat in the middle of the night.
Yep, that's
Tiamat's little chamcha.
Did you send you up Tiamat?
I totally sent you up to Tiamat.
Hold on, let me see if Tiamat responds.
No.
Oh my.
And you it's very weird that the Morse code that comes back, it says like it's basically you get the phrase like I'm always up, and then it's like a strange kind of symbol you don't quite get, and then you realize it's trying to describe an image,
right?
And it's like that makes no sense to you.
Sure.
To a modern audience, you're like they're trying to send an emoticon through Morse code, so you just got this drubbing sound for like a long time because sending a picture through Morse code is incredibly difficult.
Oh my god. What have I done?
It's basically by the morning you're just like, okay, so it's a dragon with one eyelid closed and their tongue out.
No.
Ancient, five-headed, powerful dragon, mother of dragons, the most fierce and feared tyrannical beast of D&D. We have reduced her to a booty calling, emoji using millennium. That's exactly what life is.
If the mother of dragons, like, if you hook up with the mother dragon, does that make her a MILF?
Totally does.
And with that, guys, I hope you guys all had fun.
Peace.
We hope we didn't lose any of you.
Make sure to tune in on Friday for an episode of Cast Friendship. And then other than that, Broken 12 will be back next week, hopefully this time with Nonagon Dice. Also, tomorrow night, Indrani and I are on Horde of Tales playing 3 kobolds in a trench coat. In the Pan is going to be the DM. So make sure to tune in for that. It'll be a blast. I look forward to being an absolute chaos machine. Okay, peace.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye-bye.